It's the dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself, as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate, after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts, looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face, at least a third, if not a half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked and divert my eyes to the book in her hands before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It takes too many seconds to collect myself and remember what I walked up to her for. Well, just saying hi is like acting like a rhinoceros. I think that's the nice thing to say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. She's purple-haired? Really? I wouldn't call that purple-haired. And in any case, it was said earlier that she's black-haired. Or am I wrong? The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods, just a little. Oh, okay. I take the seat next to her and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi. Never heard of it. It's a bunch of rubbish. I read it, or parts of it. It's terrible. So, sorry again for startling you. I'm Hisao. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying. No? Well, obvious. She was there when you introduced yourself. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it is barely audible even in the still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako? Awkward silence. I resist the urge to say, that's a nice name, just to have something to say, but really it's the only thing that I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a little sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wandered to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while I realized that she's doing the same and only pretending to be immersed in Life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. She stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. I've got to go do something. Whee! Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you notice a girl run past here? Maybe. What did she look like? Long dark hair, kinda shy. She had, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I had better try and find her. Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing. I was just looking for some books and then she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I can think of was that I might have looked at her general direction a few times. Well, she's a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder, it's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casually only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile and she blushes heavily. What? Did that sound stupid? No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. It's a sport in Japan, shuffling papers around. People who have papers on their desks really like doing that. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you. Oh, yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprise myself with that too, honestly. At least when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else. I see. But she doesn't say anything else and just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact. Holding the library books with one arm, I draw my pocket for the key to the door. A sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying, or the key that I almost managed to get into the lock. Who is it? Who is it? I don't know. Who's saying that? Somebody unknown? Who is it? Ah, it's Kenji. I turn around to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji, the guy from Gryffindor. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously.
Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again?
His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Yes, but we've met before. Yesterday.
I don't think so. I would remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is it today?
I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what?
Prove that we've met before.
You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Oh my. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with an uncomprehending fear.
How'd you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met and you're telling the truth and I just can't remember it, or you're a spy.
He pauses.
A psychic spy.
His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not psychic.
How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader.
Kenji points a finger in my face damningly.
Unlike you.
Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room.
Lies. If you think you can pass as Hisao because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance. But who do you think you're kidding?
I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh.
Stay there.
Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage even if he did. Oh, you never know. He might not do damage physically with his fists, but he might have a weapon.
Oh, wait. I see it now. Damn, it really is you.
Sighing again, and then once again for good measure, I step backwards, just in case.
What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong?
Oh, I don't know. Just had something stupid happen to me. Few stupid things, actually, even if you discount this one. Can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any contact either.
That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in.
I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us. I wonder why he's here. Do they take, I don't know, mentally crippled people? No idea. I mean, it's the story is called Katawa Shoujo, which means crippled girls or disabled girls. He's not a girl, but he's obviously disabled. He's almost blind, and he seems to have a mental problem, condition.
You see, this is how it is, this world. There's no justice, you see? Even when I lose, I win, because I don't lose the lesson.
What does that even mean?
It doesn't matter.
He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand.
So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face?
It's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally, too. She actually ran away from me. It was my fault, really, I think. I'm not really used to all this yet.
A girl? A cute one?
Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair. But the face... I guess it could go either way. That's tough to decide. I don't think. Well, I think cute. Should not only be defined by the looks. So yeah, she had a nice body. She has nice hair. She probably has beautiful eyes as well, though that wasn't mentioned. And the scars, of course, make her less cute. I don't know. But it's not only about looks, it's also about how people move, how people talk, how people react. Dang it. How people walk, how people smell, how, people interact. And I think her running away from him, really, he can't cope with her. He can't cope with that kind of behavior. It's disturbing to him. He doesn't understand it. So I guess his answer would be rather no. She wasn't cute. She was actually strange. She was strange. I don't think that he's really focusing only on the sexual aspect, not only on the looks, but I think the predominant factor in his encounter with Hanako would be that the way she interacted with him, which was scared, erratic, not understandable for him, or for me neither, but she's just, no, she wasn't cute. Cute's the wrong word. Not exactly cute, no.
There are a lot of cute girls here. Strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of this school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen?
I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets?
Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark, like a black hole. Have you noticed that the number of girls in this school is slightly, but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40.
He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at nothing.
Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but that is a full 20%.
He's good in maths.
One would think that a school with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream. But no! What I'm about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready?
I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I'm not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not. What? Sorry,
I believe that this school is a battleground, the site of a feminist infiltration. This disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they've come. In case this Cold War turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers.
This guy is cracking nuts. Oh, maybe this is the adult content. Maybe it's not sex. It's violence. Really, they let somebody who thinks like this stay in a school full of girls? This is like calling out for... Oh, he's not gonna go amok and start killing girls in the school with... Sorry, but that would be extremely disturbing.
Just another skirmish in the eternal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the build-up of a military has always been the clearest sign of imminent war. Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target. They are so cunning, as expected of women. Soon the day will come when...
Kenji's voice trails off ominously.
That's why you can't trust them. They'll string you along and then kill you, just as they killed me. You will end up just like me.
Oh, hell no. I can't stop myself from blurting it out.
Hey, what the hell does that mean?
You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of.
So, you're not supposed to say something like that. Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, vast feminist conspiracy.
Stop it. Stop. I lost you way, way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration.
Too hard to follow? It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room. And puppets. You like puppets?
No puppets.
You don't like puppets? Okay. Graphs are still cool though, right?
He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. This is too strange. I had him pegged as relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong.
Something on your mind, dude?
Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset.
You mean that's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That's my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream. What the hell? There can't be two last sane men. It would invalidate that whole last part. And that part is kind of important. There can be only one. Like in that foreign movie where there could only be one. And in the end, there is only one dude left. Because that was the point.
I have never seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before.
Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my graphs. I also have a list of the other dark and complex conspiracies that this school holds, as tangled as... Quick, finish my analogy for me. Be a pal.
I'm going to go to bed now. It's extremely late.
That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing. Later.
He claps me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly, it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through it like a ghost. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks, and it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. This school is like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony. One would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit for anywhere else would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Although I say that, it doesn't help take the edge off, and the words are left echoing off my empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. This place really is more a school and less a hospital, pretending it's a school than I thought it would be. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I open one eye, seeing the school books and bottles of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. Ta-da! Oh, next day. Okay, let's stop here. Actually, I think before falling asleep, Hisao would go through all of the day. Kenji seems dangerous to me, I must say. I mean, he's clearly lost it. Totally wankers, as I would say. So, unbelievable, but I think this guy could really turn violent. I don't know. I don't like him at all. Concerning the girls, I'm quite sure Hisao would go through them. Lily's just great. I think Lily would be would have a soothing influence on him. It's just pleasant to be around her. It's nice to talk to her. She's polite. She's educated. She's caring, obviously. And Hisao obviously has problems with disabilities of all kinds, but I think he really got along quite well with Lily's blindness. Hanako's behavior, I think, he tried, but I think that was really disturbing for him. Like, just like, I gotta go do something, storming out of the room, going like, oh no, oh my goodness, somebody's talking to me, looking at me, arg. I don't know, that's not, it's not his kind of thing. Same goes for Shizune, actually. She's too competitive. She's too blunt. She's too much trying to be the president, the best, the winner. I think Yuko was also kind of pleasant, but her problem with her self-consciousness, I don't know, not too good. What's this? Move out of there. And, last but not least, there's Misha. I think Misha is, cool. And I would consider Hisao thinking the same. Like, this is somebody who seems to be very happy, very content, and not really even taking into consideration that her disability, which is obviously her disability to actually control her bubbling emotions just bouncing around. I don't think that would bother Hisao too much. Hisao could be kind of her quieting counterpart. The problem with Misha only is that it would be extremely hard starting some sort of relationship with her because she is actually already a part of Shizune. She's her voice. I think I said that before. Well, he's obviously not fallen desperately in love at first sight, so let's see what happens next. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, enough rant. Pike is signing off.